So my previous examples, they were all using available items. But what if the item is not available? So let me show you this by creating a new example. So I will go to sales order and I will create a sales order. I will use the same customer, the same item, but the different location. So customer is a Datum Corporation. I will not use a requested delivery date for this example. I will enter my item, a Surface Pro. But for some reason now we need to ship from location code West, so not East. So I will change this to West. And I will enter a quantity of 1. So now you see that we get an availability notification because the item is not available in location West. Now there are a couple of things that you could do now in real life. You could, for example, transfer from East to West. You could run the replenishment, so a weekly replenishment, for example, to replenish the item. Or we can also use order promising. So let me show you this. By going to Actions, I can go to Plan, and I can go to the order promising function. So now the system shows me a page where I can run two functions, available to promise or capable to promise. Now the first one doesn't make sense for this example because there is no availability. So we don't have the item available in location West, not at this moment, but there are also no future projected availability. So this means I would like to run capable to promise. So let me do this. So now you see that the system entered a number of dates and that the required quantity is also entered, so it's 1. So next I can click on Accept, and then the system will apply the information to my sales lines. So what you will see now, first of all, is that the date fields are entered. So if I scroll to the back, you can see now that the shipment date is April 13, the planned shipment date April 14, and the planned delivery date April 21. Now the shipment date April 13, which is in 5 days, for example, has been calculated based on purchase order promising, something that you can see in one of the following learning paths. Because now the system will also take into account, for example, the lead time of the item and the inbound warehouse handling time. But again, that's explained in another section. Another thing that you can see, by the way, is that not only the date fields have been entered, but there's now also reserved quantity. So let me scroll to the front. So now you can see that there's a reserved quantity. And if I click here on the reserved quantity, what you will see is that Business Central now has created a requisition worksheet line. You see? So if you run capable to promise, the system doesn't only calculate dates, but will also create a planning line so that you also actually plan the item so that you can meet the calculated dates on the sales line.